Hey YouTube, if you're watching this, skip forward a minute. Alright, let's get started. For like maybe two of you curious about the gap in my upload schedule, 2 words, Unicorn Overlord. Game's good. Anyway, can you promote yet? No, you cannot. The usual stuff. Yes, please. I'm good. Wait, another one, right? Nah. All things considered, that is not terribly expensive. I have, a bit of cash. Just a bit. Oh, yeah. First of the month. We know the drill. Anything good? Yeah!
Unbelievable.
Hello. Hello.
Cat. Okay.
Here's my thought.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food.
Yeah, makes
But
sense.
the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily.
Yeah, and?
It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
No. Maybe. I don't know. We don't kill you to eat you. So no, not at all. We probably have like 17 Dimitri supports, don't we? Give or take.
Your Highness, you still have scars on your back. It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
Yeah, that tracks.
No, it is fine. Well, they are still deep. These are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. And besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got from protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly. It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
To hear you say such things.
You say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day? If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But I saved someone. Saved you. That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before those soldiers and their swords that day, I was prepared to die. But then, you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said? You have saved me in countless ways. 5 years ago, I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
That was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
And?
Listen, perhaps you consider me to be someone special. But I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way.
He's gonna.
You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscar blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscar and the people of Fodlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend?
What do you mean, finally? He just called you a friend!
Will I? Dimitri?
Dedu. Yes, you will call me your friend again and again. No matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring about that world as well. To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you. So please call upon me when you walk alone at night. And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
God damn.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there? I suppose I can live with that.
I ship it. Hard.
I have a question for you. Answer quickly before my hand slips and I cut you in half.
Jesus Christ,
Always
Felix.
so ominous. Well, what is it, Felix?
Sometimes you have an animal's face, contorted with anger and bloodlust. At other times, a man's with a friendly smile. Which is your true face?
Do not waste your breath on questions with such obvious answers. They are both the real me. My father, my friends, Glenn. They all meant a great deal to me. And they were all brutally slaughtered. I alone survived. If I do not shoulder the anguish and regret they must have felt, who will?
So that's how you justify your atrocities.
What do you mean?
I will fulfill my duty to the late king. My old man used to say that over and over like a mantra. How nauseating. No one seems to understand. The dead won't acknowledge your loyalty. They don't care. What a load of bunk it is, pretending to serve a corpse. You're serving your own ego.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. The dead are dead. The living are living. You have to respect that boundary. If you keep stringing gravestones around your neck, you'll snap.
Even still, I cannot forget them, nor can I let them go.
Then keep those thoughts to yourself. If you're too weak to do that, abandon your throne. Become a gravekeeper.
Felix.
I'm not immune to emotion, you know. Far from it.
Really? I would have thought otherwise.
I haven't gone a day without questioning why my father and brother had to die, while I survived. I'll bear this pain until the day I die, but I refuse to wallow in it. I have more important things to do than blubber for my whole life.
You know, Felix, You really are growing more and more like your brother. Always so sarcastic and constantly looking for a fight. But deep inside, more than anyone...
Dimitri, are we talking about the same person? This is a man that wouldn't know sarcasm if it shot him in the face.
What are you getting at?
Oh, it's nothing. But allow me to thank you. Your perspective has opened my eyes.
Not my intention. I couldn't stand the pathetic look on your face, that's all.
I see. If you say so, then we will leave it at that.
Good evening, Dimitri. Have you come to pray?
Something like that. And you?
Oh yes, that's why I'm here. I love how calm and peaceful the cathedral is this late at night.
It really is.
Coming here on a quiet night always makes me think of those who aren't with us anymore. We've lost so many in this war, too many to count. I hope they all get to live in eternal happiness at the goddess's side. These prayers are all I have to offer.
You are a kind soul, Mercedes.
I think you're kind too, Dimitri. Sometimes to a fault.
Kind? Me? No, not at all. I am just a killer. A disgusting monster.
But why do you kill? For the sake of your loved ones? Those who have passed? Real monsters kill for selfish reasons. They're incapable of expressing sorrow when they kill. So please, don't call yourself a monster.
Mercedes, I am scared. So scared that I will forget their faces. The people who have died. Who I have killed. I cannot let myself forget them. I know that, and yet, whatever my feelings, it is all the act of a monster.
It's sad, but the truth is that people forget. You may be afraid to forget your past, but you'll never be able to revisit it. Living in the present is the best we can do. We owe it to those who can't come back.
If someone had said those words to me 5 years ago, I would be a different man today.
What do you want to do now, Dimitri? Continue fighting for those who have died? Not as a king, but as my classmate. What do you want to do?
My own dreams. I have never given it any thought. What about you? What do you want, Mercedes?
I want to keep sewing and training with you, even after you've become king. I want to be your friend.
But I have no right to stand beside you.
Please, I can't hear any more of this self-deprecation.
Wow! That's the angriest I've seen her.
I just want to be by your side. Is that so much to ask?
When Mercedes gets angry at you, you fucked up.
Mercedes, I want the same thing. If you allow it, I wish to stay by your side.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Let's spend a little more time here together. Just the two of us.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's not why I'm asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when
Fair.
we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you.
Nothing, and that's... The correct thing to say was nothing.
So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food. That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you know there's a famous sweet shop in the capital?
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around, we all lived as a family in the capital. Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the academy days.
That's right. But 5 years ago, my uncle betrayed the kingdom and went over to the Empire's side. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time. Right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind. Finally, you score a point against me on the ground. You have improved, Ingrid.
That was nothing more than a fluke. My technique was horribly sloppy that last round.
Ah, Dunning-Kruger.
It does not matter what sort of technique it was. You won. If this had been a real battle, I would be dead.
Not bloody likely.
You wielded your lance well, without any hesitation. Has your approach changed?
You may recall when I said I'm now able to move on, because of you.
I remember. What did you mean by it?
That I finally understand a truth about Glenn. It sounds as though he died with a heavy heart. A heart that carried regret. I had suspected as much. But instead of acknowledging it, I twisted my memory of him to fit an ideal I've been upholding.
I see.
Your Highness, I will not sacrifice my life for anyone. But perhaps instead, I can live my life for someone. I will pledge my life to you.
And how exactly am I meant to interpret that?
Your royal guard just gained a new member, that's
However
how.
you please, Your Highness.
Oh? Well then.
Either that, or she wants to put a, or she wants you to put a ring on it.
Ingrid, when this is all over, I want you to support and defend me. As my knight. I have been thinking of telling you this for a long time. We get along well, you and I.
As your knight? Yes, of course.
She wanted you to put a ring on it.
Of course I will. I intended to do so for the sake of the kingdom.
Oh my god.
Together, Your Highness. You and I. Our first order of business. Putting this tragic war to an end.
Yes. And while we're at it, do not die on me, Ingrid. Promise me that.
Yes, Your Highness. I swear it on my lance.
Oh, this will be a train wreck.
Marianne?
Oh, Dimitri.
Oh, I'm sorry for disturbing your prayer.
There's no need to apologize. I just finished.
I see. What were you praying for?
I was simply asking the goddess for forgiveness.
Forgiveness? For what?
I put our soldiers in danger during the recent battle.
What matters is that they came back safely in the end. You shouldn't blame yourself for that.
It's true, but you were injured when you came to our aid.
Just stepping on a battlefield is putting them in danger, Marianne. You can't avoid it.
That? It was just a scratch. A small price to pay for your safety.
But
I would never regret helping an ally, even if it meant losing my own life.
No, that's wrong.
How so?
It's just all wrong. You have my thanks for helping in the battle, Dimitri, but I'm afraid I have to ask that you keep your distance from me.
Is that so?
Yes.
Forgive me, but I will be there for you, whether you want me to or not.
I'm sorry. Up this late practicing with your lance, are you?
And what about you? Have you got something on your mind again? You really should go to bed. It is chilly out, and you could catch cold. What's the matter? Have you been having nightmares?
Well, in a certain sense, yes. Can you spare a moment?
Of course.
Thank you. I want to apologize to you. When last we spoke, I mishandled the situation.
Your words that night touched me deeply. It felt as though I had been punched in the gut.
What did you say?
But more importantly, I think I owe you an apology. I lied to you.
You did?
Do you recall when I ate that meal you cooked and I told you it was delicious? The truth is that no matter what I eat, I can scarcely taste it. I have not had my sense of taste for 9 years now.
My cooking certainly is not something people often compliment me on.
I am sorry. When I said the food was good, I was just saying what I thought you would want to hear.
An apology is not necessary. You were only trying to be kind, after all.
In the end, I am not sure it was kind.
Just the same, it was nice to hear. Oh, hey! I have an idea! What if you sampled some really pungent food?
Oh no.
Or something extremely spicy? Maybe that would...
Flame,
Yes?
I like your cooking. I cannot taste it properly, but in my book, it is truly delicious.
No need for the flattery. Anyhow, maybe someday you will get your taste back. I
Doubtful.
hope then you will be
He's
able
broken
to compliment
goods.
me sincerely about my cooking.
Cat. Bad kitty.
A class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak. That must have been so hard on everyone.
Yeah.
You gotta keep looking
Really was.
after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know? Hey, how about a favor? Welcome! Come back soon!
I actually have a master seal, right? Yes. Also have one of these. Hey, who wants a hit point? Let's go with you, because you don't often take damage. But when you do, it kinda hurts.
If you manage to take back Ferdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading. That Cornelia woman. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway?
Murder?
From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth. But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
Look, some people are just dicks. Plenty.
Right.
Hey, what's up, gatekeeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Fruitiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence. I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated. Ah well, I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows peace.
We should head for Fruitiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea. The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden. They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the kingdom capital.
It's okay, I know where they are.
The kingdom capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... it's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything.
You're allowed to say so.
Please don't tease me like that. It's just, when I think of us finally saving everyone in Fruitiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy. The kingdom capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire. Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant. But all of that ends soon. Let's get there quickly.
Say, up until a few decades ago, Fruitiad was a disorderly city. Even the water supply was poorly constructed. As such, it was a hotbed of sickness and disease. The late king hired a researcher named Cornelia, who advised that he give top priority to improving the city's infrastructure. In the space of just a few years, the city was transformed into a place of beauty and order. At the same time, the diseases that had plagued our land loosened their grip, one after another. It was miraculous.
So we're turning around and heading for the kingdom capital? Ridiculous.
A little bit, yeah.
Tell him to cease this nonsense. Isn't there a saying in Fodlan? Something about those with power knowing how to use it? If he's not careful, the goddess will send her saints to smite him. Not that I believe that.
And why'd you say it?
So we're tell him, isn't there, if he's not careful.
I don't feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff he's done. But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end.
Professor, I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
How is this? Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
True. Dimitri's completely changed.
Or maybe I should say he's finally back to normal.
Is there really a normal for him? He's been through so much shit that he's always been some variant of abnormal.
Either way, I'm glad he's come around to the idea of retaking Ferdiad. With our current troops, there's no way we could handle the Imperial capital. We wouldn't even get past Fort Mercius.
That's quitter talk. Let's do this before I forget.
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are doing. Ah.
Sitting around a nice meal and eating with friends is the best.
I know you're excited, but you'll choke on your food if you don't take time to chew.
Let's see what it needs. Let's see. 1. 2, 3. 4. No way, only 4? Yeah, only 4.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason.
And Felix. Aha.
I like this.
That looks appetizing.
Both of them. Men of very few words.
I'm relieved the prince seems to have finally come to his senses. Though it's a real shame that Lord Rodrigue passed away. It really is. But now, I think we're starting to see a sliver of hope for the future of Fodlan.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And now we're headed to the kingdom? That sounds hard. Oh, really hard, don't you think? Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
Sorry? Question mark?
What? I can still hardly believe we managed to win against numbers like that. Oh, unless the real me is lying dead in Gronder and this is all just a happy dream.
We buried Lord Rodrigue's body ourselves. There wasn't time to do things properly. It pains me that I was unable to take him home to his territory. Once this war is over, I'd like to hold a proper funeral for him. For now, we need to focus on taking back Ferdiad. All will be well eventually. I know we can win.
Yeah, I know too.
Oh.
Open up, let me in! Being honest.
What? Hey!
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Yeah, mood. Holy you. Okay. Nice. Do I have renown to
Need something?
Nope. Nope.
See you again soon.
I never used to care whether I lived or died, but after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
This is a very long hallway.
He'll need to excel as a leader if he's to make up for my old man's death.
You didn't care about him, let's be honest. Mostly because you don't care about anything.
Though if my father could see Dimitri now, he'd be glad to have made the sacrifice.
Why do you think he did?
Don't you dare tell anyone I said that.
Yes.
So many people died in the battle at Gronder. And here we are, preparing for the next battle as if nothing happened the day before. It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent.
Whatever helps sleep at night.
Something like that. If an accident happens on stage, the next day's performance must be unaffected. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play.
Edelgard, Claude, His Highness, all the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
Well, Dimitri wanted to off Edelgard, I can promise you that much.
I am very grateful to you. I could never have achieved this on my own. It is all thanks to you and Lord Rodrigue. This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Fraldarius domain. Leave the negotiations with House Fraldarius to me. You make ready for the actual battle. It's a tricky business, but we are taking our first steps forward. I have a request. This month, we leave the negotiations. It's a tricky business.
Wait, do I not have those supplies? Two poultry, one's an auto fruit. I need... I can buy those, right?
The Emperor was wounded at Gronder Field. What do you think is going on in the Empire now? The Leicester Alliance has really suffered a blow as well. Who knows what will become of them? From now on, we have to pay close attention to how the rest of Fodlan is doing.
And we didn't? Also, go away. I don't like you.
Right, right.
The battle at Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it? But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away. To close our eyes to the horrors of war. As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations upon which we'll build our future. May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something.
Hey, any
Hello
yoga
there.
poultry?
Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You
Yeah.
have a good eye.
Okay, not that much.
A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
My gratitude. Thank you very much.
Fighting with 3 different groups in the mix was as confusing as it was difficult to survive. Enemies and allies dying, one on top of the other. What an absolute mess, huh? If only I had my infirmary out in Gronder. Maybe I could have saved a few more lives.
Would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Professor, if we're headed to the Kingdom capital, that means we're further away from rescuing Lady Rhea. But it can't be helped, can it? Perhaps some people will question this decision, but I trust your judgment. Lady Rhea would want us to help in Ferdiad. She'd scold us if we rescued her and left innocent people suffering.
You know, you're right.
It seems we are headed for the Kingdom capital this month. The Church of Seros stands ready to lend its aid to you and Dimitri. It may be a roundabout route, but I believe this path will still eventually take us to Rhea. Besides, saving the people of Fargus is just what she would want us to do.
Professor.
Well,
There are stories of healers' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends, especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fotlin elites.
What of this? There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
I need my last AP. They would have a lot more defense. Sudeth would hit harder. Probably. To do 25 strength, 39 def. $38.25. Except a dude would get doubled constantly. Setheth might just double someone.
You defeat me? Left. You defeat me? Left.
How come you get an iron axe and I get a training axe? Just curious.
You defeat me? Left.
I see that 23 attack and that 2% crit. We've got a 2% chance of nice.
That is all. That is all.
So I need that axe. I mean, consider it a free repair. You do fine on your own. You do not need help. Honestly, you don't need any more help. And you're so close to S+ that I don't need to push you. You need writing and a whole lot of it.
No. My answer.
Wow, he came to play.
War is.
Your mage professor teach you about maging. Oh, that was mid.
That was... Hopefully.
Excellent.
That was helpful.
Yep, that one looks good.
I got a question. I think I get it.
He probably wanted to hear the top answer. There actually isn't a difference answer. Absolutely. One moment while I conjure up the cheat sheet.
Hello there. I'm here for a visit. I love this tea. Is it a favorite of yours as well? Thank you. It's so good. Huh?
No. Yes.
Okay.
I'd have known that if I just read.
Okay. Okay.
Cats? No.
Wow. When I'm with you, I feel like I can be myself. Wow.
There we go.
Thanks for the treat. It was so yummy.
And we get +1 charm, right? Mm-hmm.
This will be easy for the two of us.
Yes, together.
It went well.
I'm just not there yet.
I'll try to put this to use.
Hey Felix, what skills do you have equipped? Do you want reason equipped? Oh, you have it equipped. Do you want it equipped? Yeah, kinda. $47. Look, I'm not above safe scumming. Didn't need to.
I passed.
What do we got? That over in BFE. Radavis. That sounds fancy. I want it. I see a lot of armors and I'm laughing in mage. Is anyone at 36? No, I did a pretty good job balancing stuff out. I never see that by the flame A. Nope. So we're still doing that. And then equip Sylvain like a stat stick.
I'm your girl.
Can't afford to lose.
At your service.
What's my strategy?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, use an air bar against that.
Ready when you are.
Wow, you managed to hit. Okay.
The situation is dire.
You have pass. Okay, I was gonna heal you, but I think you actually
More
need to
fighting.
finish that thing.
You saved me. You took me lightly.
Don't hit them with the angy stick.
Guide me
Not
well.
angy anymore, remember? Unless that's really expensive to do.
That's helpful.
My orders?
Can you ruin this guy's day? Probably not.
Let's make this quick.
Can you ruin this guy's day? Is the sky blue?
I've got no time for mercy.
You have pass, right? Yeah, you have pass. So
I'll cut through.
you don't kill him, do you? Okay. Wow. All right. I would really like it if you just went away.
You're crit!
Oh, I forgot. You're a crit machine.
Alright, who's next?
You kill things and don't afraid of anything.
Nice form. Ah, thanks.
Rare Lysithia healing moment? Wow, you were exceptionally dead.
Another victory.
It's ironic because scientifically speaking, a full suit of plate armor would actually insulate you pretty well from electricity. Counterintuitive, but it provides a low resistance path that your body is not. Please don't try this at home, though. It's not safe.
Sorry.
You're amazing.
Sorry.
Oh, interesting. That penalty goes down. Where are y'all going?
You saw it coming. Weak. I won't stop here. That saw it coming.
Surprise to do! Ew, where'd that horse come from? It just appeared.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, you pretty handily kill that. So you can safely come here and kill this guy. In theory. Yeah, you can kill him.
I had to protect my friends.
So now you have a more direct route so you can canto back farther.
I shall not stray.
Where's your overall range? Only 3. So if you have a counter with Levin Sword.
It won't be in vain.
I'm stronger than before.
Kind of rough, but you survive. Double with it. No, we're not using fried chicken on a rent-a-mook.
Apologies.
I'm growing. But at what cost?
Oh, y'all are going for the monster. Which is funny because just walk into a different monster. His name is Felix.
It was meant to be.
You lost that one.
Be at peace.
I'm sorry.
Crit. Dang.
You took me lightly.
And how much are you doing? Bupkis? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So helpful.
Yeah.
Hey, stop projectile vomiting.
I may not survive.
Yeah, you will. You got the hit point that matters plus one extra.
Sweet of you.
Oh, you've got the hit point that matters.
Still far from the top.
bye.
You ready?
I'm nobody's fool.
You decided to just not react to that. Interesting. Let's throw Dimitri at you. Oh, you're in a really awkward spot. Supremely awkward spot.
Thank you. Quite helpful. What's my strategy?
I like how it did red phase even though there isn't a red enemy.
Allow me. I've got another option.
And quad break. And we just start hitting it repeatedly. Ideally very, very hard.
Stronger, faster, never enough.
Okay, Daft Punk.
not done.
Yeah, magic, so it's not a bad level. Health bar slowly fills to show just how chunky it is. And if this crits, it all goes away. Good try. You know what? I don't care. You've got half a health bar, and I've got 8 dudes.
Next try. For Gerald.
Nice 100. We are gonna call it here in a minute, but I want to see that rusted lance. And I have to be in a battle menu to get to the marketplace.
Welcome.
Holy crap!
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Who wants it?
Come back soon.
Jeez, 17 might, and it's a 1-2 range. Crap.
Welcome.
Can it be upgraded again, just out of curiosity? No. That is its final form.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Jeez, that's bonkers.
Come back.
Okay. That is going to be it for the day. So, thanks everyone for sticking around. Hope you have a good one.